Hey guys, and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today we will be painting a lovely, snowscape, some cabin in the woods, and all the materials I will be using for this painting are listed in the description box. So if you want to find out something more about the supplies I'm using, you can find it there. I'm starting with my sketch, and I'm gonna just do a quite simple sketch. I'm just gonna sketch my cabin, and that is basically gonna be it. Also, I will be using a very limited color palette, only 3 colors. Later on I will be adding 4th color. This is from my Vibrant set, watercolors I make myself. So I started with pre-wetting the entire paper, and then afterwards mixed in some lighter brown, darker brown and blue to create this grayish tone, and just went on top of the entire background, just the part in the foreground in front of the cabin, and also for my pine trees on the right side I do want the pine trees to be, and on the left side and behind I do want some different type of tree to be. And I am using this flat brush. This is Raphael flat brush number 22, a little bit larger one, and it does help me to be a lot looser. So I don't want to be detailed, I don't want to be fussy with small brushes, and I did wanted to use this larger one that just helps me to be a little bit more loose and a little bit more free, and you don't have as much as control as with a smaller detail brush. But that's exactly what I like here. You can see how when I put it on paper it does bleed a little bit and leave those bleeds. So here I do want that. I do want the blur effect on the background. I did also some tree trunks that, now that the paper has dried, that are definitely not in focus, that are definitely blurred. And in the foreground I do want to paint also a couple of trees that are going to be not as out of focus and are going to be a little bit sharper, and 2 large, very big trees just behind the cabin that are going to be the darkest because they're nearest to us, and also the clearest, the sharpest. This video is a sped up version of a real-time video that I have posted for my Patreons. So if you would like to see the entire painting process in real time and paint with me, I will be guiding you step by step in that video. Also, free sketch is available for my patrons, so if you want to check that, it's quite a new thing. I have started my Patreon just, a couple of days ago. So there are already videos that I transferred from my YouTube membership, which I will be closing down. So please do not join the membership anymore. Just if you would like to support my channel, or if you would like to support my work and my teaching, you can find me on Patreon. I will put the link in the description box of this video, so go ahead and check it out. I'm planning a lot of nice things for my patrons, so why not? You can also try it for free and just follow me to see what's going on, and then later on decide if you would like to join in and support my work and my teaching. I have added a little bit of the brownish tone also onto my pine trees, which were too blue for me, and I did want to, I didn't want them to be in focus, so I've added a little bit of the brown color on top, wetted first, added brown, just to blend them into my background. For the cabin, also using browns, and I do want to make it look like it's made of tree trunks. So I'm not painting it in one wash, just leaving a little bit of the texture. I will be adding, of course, more texture to it now that it's dry. I'm just adding those lines in between the tree trunks, creating the textures. So now using the smaller brush, detail brush, to do those. How many details you want to do on your cabin is completely up to you. If you would like to add more, you can add more. If you would like to add less, that's also just fine. So again, I left it to dry, and now with this cotton swab, I'm just picking up a little bit of the paint to create a little bit more texture, maybe some snowy feel there, foggy feel, because I am painting my forest in fog. So also adding a little bit of the mist to my cabin, even though, you know, you can see how well sharp everything is there and it's not really covered with fog. I did want to warm up my cabin a little bit, so I've added some yellow on top, and it just didn't do what I wanted it to do. So later on, I will be adding a little bit of the orange also. I've painted the rooftop with very, very light wash, even lighter than the background, same colors, but a little bit lighter, because I don't want it to be completely white. It was just screaming too much. So I did want to add a little bit of the paint there, and some brick details to the chimney, and also a little bit of the details in front of the cabin, making it look like there was someone walking there. And now I'm just picking up the paint with my brush. I was using just the clean water in my brush and this cotton paper to pick up the paint and just to create the feel of some, I guess, smoke going outside of the chimney in the cabin, to make it look like there is someone there. It's not really abandoned. A little bit more of the details to the cabin, and there you go. Now I'm just adding that orange, just adding a little bit of the warmth to my cabin. And I decided to also add a couple of birds, because, you know, why not? We can do that. It is winter, but it doesn't mean that there are no birds there. So they're quite hidden, but they are there. Maybe I will add also some sitting on the tree. Yeah, there is one. Can you see it? Can you spot the one that is sitting on a tree? Also adding a little bit more of the details to the right corner, down corner, which is just looking too bare for me. If you're going to sign your painting, you might not want to add those grasses, but I'm not, so I decided to add them. And with that, guys, we are done. We are now finished with our painting. It is a lot more simpler than it looks. And as I said, please do check out my Patreon. I will link it in the description box. I would love it if you would join me and support me. We will have lots of fun there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. I am planning to make more videos here. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!